Okay. I can open the game and we can get started. Alright. So right now I'm paused in a cutscene. The second that I go into the cutscene and skip the cutscene, the timing will start. So I'm gonna give a countdown. So
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. Alright everybody, so this is Harry Potter 2, or Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets on the PC. You might look at this game and go, this is not the Harry Potter that I played. But well, basically how this game was distributed between the different consoles and platforms were it was basically made by a lot of different developers, and so the games are nowhere similar at all. So like the PS2 version, for instance, will be a lot different. I'm gonna attempt to do like a strat here. I might not get it. I did not get it. Alright, whatever. So we're gonna have to do some ancient strats here, but it's okay. Basically, you can jump on the root on the willow there, and you can go out of bounds, and it saves like a lot of time. But yeah, we'll have to do it the old way. It's okay though. There's no backup to that if you fail it. You'll seem to skip a lot of cutscenes, like all the time. This game is full of them, but luckily you can skip them easily. This is the moving platform boost, which is pretty simple and basically what it sounds like. You use the momentum stored in the platform that boosts, or that moves, and you boost with your jump. And that's about the end of Willow. Also, this game is pretty chilled and laid back, so if there's any donations at any time, just don't just go ahead and read them out, because I don't really need to commentate everything. It's pretty self-explanatory what's going on.
Okay. We have a $1.01 donation from Drill. He says, "Good luck to all runners."
So yeah, right now we're just gonna make our way to Hogwarts and basically go to the common room. I'll try to keep up with the story. I'm assuming most people know the story of Harry Potter 2, but if they don't, I guess I'm gonna try and keep up with it. Essentially, I'm gonna be skipping all the cutscenes, so it might seem a little bit all over the place. There's only very few selected cutscenes that cannot be skipped, and one of them we're gonna try and get around the trigger on with another one of those moving platform boosts. And we're gonna be seeing some pretty funky parkour here. This is the Great Staircase, and using the stairs is for nerds, so we're gonna go really fast instead. First of all, Nick is gonna talk to us, but we don't really want to talk to him, so just ignore him. This healthy safe, or the safety guidelines on Hogwarts are pretty finicky, so they don't really care that the students jump around on staircases like that.
Clear your mind completely, Harry. Don't even think about me. And concentrate.
So we made our way to the first spell, or to the first class of the year. And we're going to be learning the spell Rictusembra. And in order to learn the spell, we have to do this little minigame. But doing the minigame is significantly slower than not doing the minigame. So if we just fail it, that's actually faster for this one, because finishing it gives us house points. And house points determine how long we'll be in the bonus bean room, which is basically useless. You get to collect a bunch of beans, and beans is the currency that we use on Hogwarts to buy stuff, but we don't want to buy anything, so essentially it's useless. We're forced to go there on the first time though, I guess. So the time we're in there is determined by the difference in house points between Gryffindor and Slytherin, and that is completely RNG. So what we can do is to just not get any points, whereas if Slytherin has a high amount of points, set by the random generator, the gap will be smaller, and the time spent in the bean room will be significantly less. I could check the RNG, but there's no real reason to do it, because this is a marathon run, and I'm not doing, you know, reset attempts or anything. So it's all good. So yeah, we're just gonna fail this a bunch of times.
Very close.
Listen to Lockhart going very close and whatever he says.
Once again.
So yeah, staying true to its puzzle platformer genre, we basically just have to learn all these spells. There's like 5 spells or 4 spells throughout the year that we learn.
All right, Harry, I believe
and each spell has
done
a
enough.
sort of like little puzzle level to it afterwards, and this is the December run. December is essentially mainly used to flip over fire crabs like these ones, or slugs later on. And the Flipendo spell is something that we learned on the first year. We're just gonna push these guys into the small pits and we can make our way out of here. Excuse me. You might notice that the texture layering looks a bit funky. Essentially, if you play this game in Open 3L or OpenGL even, or whatever it's called, yeah, the game just has a really insane high frame rate when you have a good computer, and so Harry and everything else will just be running at like 5 times the normal speed, and it's really, you know, funky. So we just don't play in that high FPS. The ways you can get around high FPS is by capping the frame rate with oh my god, with like DxTory or something like that, or you can play in software render mode. I took forever to get that trick. It's called the Kickinson, and essentially we just skip pushing one of the fire crabs into a pit that lowers a platform. You can just jump around it like that, and I took forever to do it, but it's okay. Oh, we got trolled by the buttons twice. It's been a while. So yeah, pretty straightforward, pretty chill. Not a whole lot of stuff going on that isn't self-explanatory. I forgot to take this safe game book, so I'm gonna have to play this really safe. Because I don't want to potentially die here and having to do like all of December again. Yeah, that's the casting jump. You can do it a lot faster, but yeah, don't really feel like doing this challenge again in case I would fall down. So we're nearing the end of the challenge. All these challenge stars that you've seen around, I'm not collecting on purpose. If I grab any of those, not only will I be rewarded more house points, but also the timer that you see in the top will be, like, you'll get more time to work with. I've literally never in my life tried running out of time for any of these challenges, but you get more points if you have a lot of time left. So essentially, you don't want to have any time left if you can help it, because you'll get less points. But at the same time, in order to get that, you need to go really slow, and we don't want to do that. So we just try not to get any of the stars. Once again, to make sure we don't have too many house points and don't have to spend time in the beam room. These cycles are a little bit weird, but it's all good. Have to push those down. They can get stuck very easily and start doing hisses, which is like a hyper-extended slide, which we stole from the Zelda community. But essentially the fire crabs can just like slide around uncontrollably. They hit a weird frame. And that's for December then. Now we're gonna venture to the bean bonus room, and we'll see how long I'll have to spend in there. It's once again completely RNG. After each of these spell challenges, or classes, we have to go to this room here. Slytherin has 59 points, which means that that's like pretty bad. The lowest I can have is like 42. So how it works is that it's like in intervals of 10, I think. So if Slytherin has 10 points less, or maybe it's 5, I forget, but for each like 5 or 10 points behind Gryffindor they are, we have to spend 5 more seconds in here. So yeah, these beans are basically useless and we're not ever gonna use them, but we might as well collect some while we're here. So now we're gonna go to Quidditch practice. And Quidditch is like basically the most disappointing thing ever in this game. It's so unbelievably auto-scrolly that it's not even funny. But yeah, it's part of the run, so we're gonna have to do it. This is just practice. We don't actually need to do any games.
You can use your arrow keys to steer your broom left, right, up, and down.
So yeah, we can't actually like do much. We can't even like fly away from the snitch. We're like kind of stuck on this like path, I guess.
Harry. You've almost got it.
So there's no real ways of speeding this up, but there's a way to not lose time. Basically now, there's gonna be an opposing Seeker,
Nimbus 2001.
and this Seeker can hit me a few times, which will remove some of my progress in my little bar thing in the bottom right. And I can also get hit by a bludger, which will also take away some of my
Give them a good nudge so
juice.
they can catch the snitch.
So I'm now gonna knock this opposing Seeker out, because I cannot grab the snitch when she's near, so I have to knock her out. And there you go, that's Quidditch. Also, that's a late split. I'm splitting because we use an in-game timer to time the runs, so not that this is gonna PP anyway because of that RNG and the opening, but it's okay. So going to Potions class is one of the easiest thing ever, but there's a chance that it can softlock, so I'm gonna have to do this a little bit safe. Essentially, if you skip a cutscene while activating another cutscene, the game doesn't really know what to do and it freaks out. So if this happens, I'm gonna have to like actually restart the game, not from scratch, but from the last save book. Potion class is literally just getting these ingredients and walk into this cauldron.
Now, what observes?
There you go. And no softlock, so that's good. So yeah, our next class and objective is going to Charms class. Gonna learn the spell Scourge, and with Scourge we can now clear ectoplasm. This green sort of goo slime that's all over Hogwarts for some reason. This is the first instance of the minigame where we actually have to do the minigame. Doing the minigame instead of failing it on repeat is faster. And we don't really care about house points at this point, because Slytherin will have more points than enough to stay ahead, so we don't have to visit the bean room again for the rest of the run.
Concentrate on the symbol. The wand is about to move its way around the symbol.
Also, I don't know why, but my computer is skipping dialogue here.
Over the arrows, you
And
need to hit the corresponding
I don't know if it's a thing that happens to other people, but I have a hunch that it's because my computer is loading the game too fast. This game is fairly old by now.
Go.
And I'm not really sure why it is, but obviously skipping dialogue might be a little faster than listening to the dialogue. And I didn't actually know my game would do this, so this is interesting.
Level of the list. 5 points to Gryffindor. Round 2.
Hopefully it'll stay on just this mini game. It's only cutting out like less than a second of dialogue at the very end.
Well done, Harry. You've advanced to the next
So it's not
level
like
of
it's
the list. 10
massive.
points to Gryffindor. Round 3.
But yeah.
Go.
Also, there's a semi-high chance that will happen, that just happened there. That's called the fake input, or a ghost input, or a double input. We have many names for it. Essentially, the game will just be confused for whatever reason and give you 2 of the same inputs, making you fail an arrow. This is really bad, because now I have to do this again. This section, or this phase. And that's another like completely sort of random thing that's not really in your control.
You almost have it down.
So that's about 18 seconds lost having to go through the third phase again. And it's actually the single worst phase it can give you a dropped input on, but it's okay. So now we can clear ectoplasm. And we're gonna do another moving platform boost here. I don't know why I pushed it 3 times, that's not necessary, you can do it twice. But I decided to go with 3 for some reason. Coming up now, in a very few seconds, is the first boss battle of the game, which is incredibly fast and easy to execute. Peeves will spawn here, and your audio might go crazy now. He yells really loud. Okay, you literally just like throw Scourge at him a lot, and that's the fight. Really straightforward. Let's see if I can get this strat. I messed this up in practice, like, and I did it again, and I'm not sure why. You literally, like, you can make this thing not move if you jump into it. So I'm gonna have to do the backup, which I nailed first try, which is interesting, because that's really hard. I have a very little sort of frame to throw the flipendo there, but I did it, so I'm gonna take it. There's like another cool strat that I could have done, but it's a bit slower. Once again, skipping cutscenes all the time. Oh, this is bad. I nearly fell off the platform there. Ectoplasm does damage, evidently, when you hit it. And my health is actually a little bit important in this run. Because I need to do some, I need to drop from some distances and it costs damage when I land, to skip some platforming, etc. So, I should still have enough health to do it, but I'm gonna have to be wary of my health. For the rest of the run, even. So now we're gonna go back to the weekly house point ceremony, where we're gonna be told that Slytherin is in the lead, and so we don't really care, and we won't go to the bean room. Okay, just skip some cutscenes. Oh, if I could get in there, there you go. So now the story has progressed to the point where Harry and Ron and Hermione are convinced that Malfoy is the heir of Slytherin, and he's opened the Chamber of Secrets. So in order to expose him, we will have to make a Polyjuice potion so we can go talk to him in disguise. Polyjuice potions are pretty complicated though, and so we have to get some pretty fancy ingredients in order to, you know, brew the potion. So right now we're gonna try and see if we can find some bicorn horn, which we find in Snape's secret stash here. And apparently his stash is very large. It's one of those, another one of those puzzle levels. Oh, mistimed my jump. Hit that slug over there first. Just now I can push it only if you can do it twice to push it in here. But I hit it a little bit later, I would have to flip and do it 3 times. However, I don't really know if that matters too much, because I'm pretty sure we're on a cycle anyway. We'll have to push some slugs downstairs as well in a sec. And I'm pretty sure those are on a global timer. So this is another instance, oh, well, the first instance of us dropping down. We won't take any damage, but we skip like stuff by doing that. Next time we will take damage though. Oh, that's a bad push. Nice double Rick December. I'm gonna grab this safe book just in case I don't have enough health. I'm pretty sure that should be more than enough, but I don't want to chance it. So yeah, hit these 2 switches and then just drop down here. And yeah, we have enough health, barely, but we have enough. Right, so coming up now is something called Real Skip, and it's a bit tricky. There's 2 ways of doing it. I'm gonna try the hard one first, if I fuck it up, or mess it up, rather. Gotta mind the language here. I'm gonna do the safe one, but I'm gonna try the hard one first. And I got it sick. That jump is really tight, and I just nailed it, so I'm pleased with that. Please get out of my way. I'm very low on health, so I'm gonna have to be really careful here with enemies. Normally I don't mind the enemies too much. Oh, but I don't really want to die, if I can help it. Actually, I won't even die. I have a potion from potions class, but I want to save that to the very end of the run, because the boss battle is a little bit finicky, a little bit tricky. And yeah, that's bicorn horn down.
I'm in the potions classroom. Better keep an eye out for Snape.
So, do you guys like wizard duels? Because we're gonna see the absolute shortest wizard duel ever in a few minutes, or in a few seconds even. On our way to the Great Hall. Because the duel club even has been set up. And we wanna duel, obviously, so we can defend ourselves in this dire need, or in this dire moment of need.
Here's the...
Today, Potter, you will have the pleasure of dueling the great Slytherin house.
Oh, damn. Malfoy is being a little bit of a troll right now. There you go. You can finish him in 2 Rick Decembers, but for whatever reason, he decided to duke me twice. That's not too bad. It was still a fast fight to some degree. I still like only needed to hit him twice. So we're on our way to Herbology. This is the third and second to last spell we're going to be learning on the run. And there's a rich chance of getting health in here, so it's all good. I'm going to open this chest. There's a chance that a chocolate frog will drop out. And it did, so that means I can get some health later on, so I don't have to go completely out of my way here. Which is very, very useful. It's a random one pops out of the chests, but there's a high chance you get extra health if you have like no health left.
Press the corresponding. This exercise is in 3 parts.
Let's drop in more dialogue here.
Accurate in order to progress. Round 1, go.
I need to look into that. I wasn't doing this the other day when I was doing practice runs.
Well done, Harry. You've moved on to the next level of the 5 points to Gryffindor. Round 2, go.
But yeah, once again, we do the minigame here. Doing the minigame is exactly 1 second faster than not doing the minigame.
Well done,
However,
Harry. You've moved on to the next level of the 10
could be slightly risky because this double input phenomenon can happen once again. And it did, hilariously. So yeah, I have to do this fight out this part again.
Try again, Mr. Potter. Keep going, Harry. You're really blossoming as a wizard.
There you go.
Well done. You've completed all
so that's a little bit,
exercises
that's very
in
unfortunate
top
actually.
15
It like
points to Gryffindor.
almost never happens on, whoop, this way. Like almost never happens on Defendo. Which, you know, it just did, so whatever, but yeah. So we're gonna get this lock into charging at us. Getting this lock to charge at us is significantly faster than us going there and pushing it in here. He's staying there, and we can push him into his little spot. So there's a chocolate frog right here that I'm gonna get. Let's get some more health, because I really don't want to lose my potion. There's a setting in this game that allows Harry to instantly drink his potion if he's gonna die, unless it's from like fall damage. So like if I get hit by an enemy and I'm gonna die from it, I'll automatically drink the potion to avoid the death. But I really don't want to lose the potion, because the potion is very helpful for later. There's a little bit of a sequence break coming up here. Oh my god, really? Okay. So that was a very poor moving platform boost. But yeah, sequence break. You can hit this defender, or this robot defender from all the way down there. And that skips a good 2.5 section of platforming. So that's just really lazy level design. But yeah, I don't know, feel free to like read donations if there are any. Like, this is pretty chill. Another moving platform booster.
We have a $2 donation from Pan Luggage. He says, what letter?
Yeah, we're sort of just breezing through these small challenges as much as we can. The might, emphasis on might, be a cool strat here. And even if I get it, I don't actually know if I know how to like deal with it, because I've never gotten it in a run, and it's been a while since I messed around with it. But basically, there's a chance we'll get an extended ledge grab, I'd like to call it. We call it ledge boosts, but it's basically an extended ledge grab. And we can go out of bounds with it, and let's see if it's gonna happen. It's very unlikely to happen, and it also didn't happen. But yeah, basically we can go out of bounds, and from the out of bounds we can walk straight to the end of the level, and it's really stupid and very not consistent, and there's only one guy who's done it in a run. Who's quite a world record holder as well, Lazar181. I believe he's doing all he got in a run anyway, at least in a PB. Are you not in? Oh. Epic. You can curve your spells, so sometimes you'll see me hit like a target from a really weird angle that looks like I couldn't normally, but if you like just twist your mouse a little bit as you throw the spell, it'll just curve. It's pretty good. So yeah, Defender is about to end. We'll have to push a few more slugs and then we can get the challenge start at the end. Once again, I'm gonna use these. I'm gonna position myself in such a way that the slugs will charge at me in a favorable way. So I have to do less pushes to get him into the place I want him to go. Oh, no, man. Okay, whatever. We need an extra push, it's not a big deal. And that's the level. Now we won't go straight to the weekly house point ceremony yet. We found a place where we can get some boomslang skin. And I'm gonna get this frog, by the way. I just remembered. I'm gonna get this frog. And now we have sufficient health again. But yeah, we know where to find boomslang skin now, which is the last actual ingredient we need for the potion. After this, we only need like a part of the guy or girl that we want to transfer into, which we are gonna go get later. But right now we need to get the boomslang skin, and this is not actually that short of a level, but the speedrun basically sequence breaks it. I got really good RNG there, and I can just jump up here. Essentially decapitating those mushrooms will leave the head of the mushroom lying somewhere. It was in a very favorable position, so I could just jump on it and basically skip the entire level, which was really helpful. Had it not fallen out to my favor there, I could pick like the mushroom up and place it somewhere and then jump off it, but it's obviously a lot faster to not having to pick it up. Gonna be a wuss here and get that health, because I took damage twice and it's not good. I need to do like a really long drop in a second here. That will lose me some health for sure. I think I would have had enough, but I'd rather play it safe. So yeah, house point ceremony coming up, followed by something we call Dumbledore skip. I'll explain it when I get there. If I do not get the skip, basically I'll trigger a 2.5 minute cutscene that you can't really do anything about. So if that happens, I'm literally just gonna close my game and open it again and try this strat again. Because it's gonna end up being faster.
We have a $4.99 donation from Commissar Beer. ESA 2015 was great. Happy to give a few shekels to make 2016 even better. Keep speedrunning events fun.
And good stuff, I got it. Basically what I did there was I jumped around the trigger for, you see like a nearly headless snake lying there. He's been petrified even though he's a ghost. So I just jump around the trigger. Had I walked up to him, I would have started a cutscene where McGonagall would inform me about stuff and that I have to go to Dumbledore's office. We don't want to do that because it's really slow. You can jump around it though. And once again, this is like a moving platform boost. You use the staircase's momentum to jump around it. The trigger didn't extend all the way to where I landed, and it's pretty good. Notorious skip for like new runners. They always complain about it because it's actually like, slightly difficult. another strat that some people seem to, for whatever reason, not want to do in their runs is this one. It's called the dumb Goyle, and I don't really know why, because it's not dumb at all. It's unbelievably easy. I say as I mess it up. Okay, I have to make our way back here. You can just, it's basically a curved jump, like a strafe jump, around the edge, and you can ledge grab, and it's a little bit faster than doing it the intended way. There's like a little bit of platforming you have to do. But basically that messed up because I didn't get a jump. There you go, that's it. Luckily I didn't die. Dying would have been a bit slower. And also there's no wall fall damage here in this room for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. My health really isn't that relevant right now. I have more than enough health to do this drop that I'm gonna do later on. And in the next few challenges there's gonna be a lot of health that I can pick up, so we should be solid for the rest of the run. Those slugs have never charged at me like that. That confused me a little bit, set me off slightly. And yeah, because of software render mode, we basically have wall hack on. Like I can see where all the stuff is, like through the walls. Which is not considered cheating for some reason. Why did you drop down over there? Alright, whatever. So, in this upcoming section, there's about 3-second time saver that I'm gonna try to do. It's really inconsistent and it's very minuscule, but I'll try anyway, so... Did you get it? You can walk on that wall there instead of having to push that giant fire crab. It's a really strange strat, because it doesn't work ever, but sometimes it randomly does. It's a fairly new discovery as well. Found by a guy called NextG. But yeah, basically right now we're on our way to find Goyle, because for whatever reason Goyle is sleeping out here in a barn somewhere, and we need to get some DNA from him to, to add to the Polyjuice potion so we can turn it into him. To interrogate Malfoy and expose him. So yeah, just gonna walk to the end of the level. Find your boy Goyle in here, just sleeping. So yeah, now we're gonna go back to the girls' bathroom. We're gonna add the Goyle hair to the Polyjuice potion, and we're gonna drink the potion to transform into, you know, a true replica of Goyle. And then we're gonna go to Slytherin to question Malfoy. When I reach the grand staircase, I'm gonna do a drop that's gonna take a lot of my health away, but it's faster than having to, you know, manually take the stairs all over the place. So Goyle has a funny voice. Whoops. And that's essentially the last time I have to like worry about my health. Essentially. Of course I don't want to lose my potion anywhere, but essentially that's the last thing where I deliberately have to take damage. So we're on our way to the dungeons right now, because that's where the Slytherin common room is located. So we're gonna go back here where we had potion lessons earlier. But instead of going to the potions class, we're gonna follow, well there's a cutscene here that I just skipped instantly, but there's a Slytherin kid that's gonna walk. And we spot him and we're gonna follow him. Walks in here. This is one of those cutscenes that cannot be skipped.
Pure blood.
What's the password? But I can use that to get into the Slytherin common room.
Okay, so don't you guys hate it when you're a Slytherin student and all you just want to do is just go to the common room because you've had a long day at school? But then for whatever reason you have to go through this giant obstacle course to get there. You can't just walk there. You can't just go through the door and be there. No, you have to like this giant puzzle. Okay. So yeah, this is the one single hard strat in this entire like level. It's called Bridge Skip, and it's among the runless. It's like, oh my god, I nearly got it. It's not like too difficult, but it's so random. It feels like it changes its rules very often for literally no reason. Hello? Why can't I target the Flipendo? I'm gonna do this a few more times. If I don't get it, then oh well, I'm gonna do it the intended way, but I wanna show it off because it's pretty cool. Essentially, we need to get Ectoplasm to fall, and that should be it. Yeah boy, we got it. Gonna get Ectoplasm to fall so that the bridge will stick. And next time I'm just gonna nail that first try, but not in this run. I could have cut the corner there, but for whatever reason I did not land on the railing. Let's try again here though. So yeah, if you were watching ESA last year, like the actual event, this game was also ran. It was present at the marathon ran by a guy called Respert. So if you recognize the game, that's why. Yeah, the audio gets really loud here, by the way. It's really strange. So if you need to turn down your headsets a little bit, you can go ahead, I guess. This game has some really funky things with its audio. Like certain things will just be really, really loud. We found Malfoy in the sleeping area, I suppose.
Something's not right.
And we just skip cutscenes and then we talk to him.
Snape,
Also, these
hey,
Slytherin
come
students
back here.
are very triggered.
Something's not right.
There's a Gryffindor in there,
Professor Snape.
but it's okay. We got out of there because they couldn't see that I'm Harry Potter. Like they didn't recognize me for some reason. So yeah, we're gonna go to the last class of the year. It's Defense Against the Dark Arts once again, and we're gonna learn my favorite spell of the run, Spongify. You might have noticed all these sort of like blue-purple-ish tiles that are like spread all over Hogwarts. Also Nick is still there. He'll be there for the rest of the run, by the way. Just chilling there because we skipped his cutscene. But yeah, this spell is really awesome. Those like tiles that you see all over the place will be, when you cast Spongify them, they will spongify and be bouncy, and you can essentially just use them as mega jumps to get around, and you can break it a lot.
Distract you. The wand that appears in front of you is going to move around the shape.
So yeah,
When the wand
this is
positioned perfectly
it's a bit
over
funny
the
because
arrow,
the spell is so
press the
broken
corresponding
that the
arrow
actual
to hit
challenge
the
after this
target.
minigame is
There
actually
are
shorter
three
than the
parts to
minigame
this
itself.
exercise. In each part, you must correctly and accurately hit all of the points in order to go forward. Round one.
So yeah, we're gonna do this minigame again, and hopefully we won't get another not dropped input, but double input, or faked input, or ghost input. So many names for the same little stupid thing. I can't believe it happened twice. Like, it happened in Defendo. I don't think I've ever had it happen in Defendo.
Well done, Harry. You've advanced to the next round. 5 points to Gryffindor. Round 2, begin.
Can I read some donations?
Definitely, go for it.
We have a $5 donation from MHMD FVC. Rock and roll is dead and pop is in. We have a $11.37 donation from Jangbang.
10 points to Gryffindor.
Man, you see me in the streets,
Round
you see me in the
3,
ring. Jang bang,
begin.
be the prince soon to be the king. Let's go, baby. And we also have a $5 donation from More Than 2062. Good luck, Mikkel, and everyone else. Smiley face.
Yo, thanks, Martin. Alright, no double inputs on Spongify.
Great work, lad. You've completed all of the exercises.
This is the only minigame that I've never had a dropped
15
input on.
points to Gryffindor.
So I guess it's just less frequent, but I know it's possible, I've seen it before. Let's see if I can get the snipe here. Oh dude, so hot, I got it. It's so irrelevant, but it looks awesome. So yeah, this spell is pretty sick. Coming up is... I'm gonna get around like a cutscene trigger here by hocking this wall. And essentially skipping that cutscene skips a lot of events happening, so we can skip pushing stuff here. Like, you have to push some pillars and do some stuff. Oh, I didn't get the cutscene script. Actually, I did. Sick. Saved very minuscule time, but I jumped over a trigger there when I jumped to that vase, or vase, or whatever. I skipped the trigger, and then I hit the flipendo in a jump, like, curling around. So this is another moving platform boost. There you go. So this is the end of the level already. Like, because Spongify is so broken, I can literally just cut the entire thing off here. And there you go, end of the level. Whoops, this way.
In trading?
I would love to trade. Unfortunately, I'm very busy at the moment. Let me holler at you later. So yeah, even though we did that really fast and had a lot of time left on the timer, we didn't have enough points to beat Slytherin, even though we also did the minigame.
Would you be interested in trading?
Also, that also concludes every single Star Swag thing we'll ever do. Because now we have Spongify, and there are Spongify tiles in the Great Hall. So you'll see me just like jump off this edge and Spongify my way up here instead. So coming up now is an essential, like, well, it's basically an interactive cutscene. Only I can't actually interact, I can just walk around in it. So if there are more donations, this is basically the perfect moment to read them out, because there's absolutely nothing going on whatsoever.
Come on. Gotta get you out of here. Come on now.
I already read all the...
It's alright.
I already read all the donations, actually.
Go.
That's fair enough.
Evening.
We can just look at Tom Riddle's face.
Down here, Tom?
It's all over. I don't think you meant to kill anyone, but monsters
Oh, we can go
don't
for
make
Hagrid.
good pets.
It
Senior
never
Hagrid.
killed no one.
Come on. The least Hogwarts can do is make sure the thing that killed that girl is slaughtered.
It wasn't him. He wouldn't. He never.
Stand aside.
No!
Spooky spider. So yeah, essentially that's just a memory from Tom Riddle's diary. Which we can't really do anything to speed it up, we just kind of have to sit through it. It's not too long of a cutscene, but, you know, I'd rather not. There's unfortunately no way to skip it, as far as we are aware at the moment. So yeah, we're on our way to the Forbidden Forest now. Gotta go question Aragog, the big spider that we just saw in the memory. And in true Harry Potter PC style, we're gonna do a bunch of puzzle platforming. And we might get to Bob Run here. Can we do it? Oh, hell yeah, we did it. Landed on his head. Bounced off him. So I'm gonna get this health. I'm gonna be a bit careful that I won't get hit by this giant plant. And hopefully I can get the resp here. Ah, no. It's okay though. I could, getting the resp, as it's called, is basically skipping one let's grab there. And I would be let's grabbing on the top, like, log, instead of the middle one. Also, when you use Spongify, falling damage is cancelled, so I can essentially just use that Spongify attack to get all the way down really fast. The reason why health is a little bit irrelevant here is because there's another frog I'm just gonna pick up. These spiders need to reach the sunburst to get knocked over. They'll just be stunned for like a few seconds if you only hit them once. Also, it's pretty ironic how, like, the 4 spells we learned throughout the entire year, plus the 2 spells that we remember from the first year, are the only spells we need to do in order to stop Vault Mode yet again. Also, you should turn down your headsets now. This boss battle coming up is extremely loud. I don't even want to joke around about it because it's actually gonna hurt your headphones. It's really loud, so yeah.
Bite him, my
It's really loud. He really wants his children to bite us. For some reason. That would be a request, but yeah.
Bite him.
This is spooky scary. Spider fight. This is Aragog. This hack is the repet. He's going through December on him a lot. I have a good cycle here. Aragog's noise is the fucking best. Sorry, my language. I just can't. It's so good. Also, I took damage there. A little bit unfortunate. Did not want to take damage. Also, I need to aim at Aragog to take him out. There you go. It's also pretty funny how he has a December symbol on his belly. Just in case, like, children wouldn't know to click their mouse at him. So yeah, Hermione has been transferred to the hospital wing. She's been petrified. And we don't like that, so we're gonna go to the Chamber of Secrets now, because we apparently figured out that the Chamber of Secrets is in the girls' bathroom. So yeah, we're nearing the end of the game. We have a bit of puzzling, a bit of platforming in the chamber, then we have the final boss, and then we have to walk from the final boss to the Great Hall, because there's like a house point ceremony. I'll let you know though.
We have a few more donations.
Go ahead.
We have $10 from Royal Griffin. He says, Chamber of Secret runs are so entertaining. And we have $5 from AEB Plays. $5 from Gryffindor. Anyway, good luck. And to all the other runners. And we also have $12 from Ninjas in Carpets. Joe Mikkel, Ninjas here. Hope you enjoy and good luck with your run, dude. Nappy Sadie.
Thanks, Ninjas. He's not a run of this game yet, but I believe he's learning it. And he really likes that emote, Nappy Sadie, for some reason. So yeah, this has been a really good chamber, and I might be too early on some cycles coming up. I'm gonna do something called the Pixie Proxy, which looks really impressive, but in actuality really isn't that difficult. And yeah, I have really good cycles for it. So I'm gonna bounce off this, and apparently do this strat. That's okay. That's not what I wanted, but it looked pretty based regardless. No. Don't want to bounce from there, I want to bounce from this corner. Hello? There you go. Essentially with the Pixie Proxy I would like to land on this platform that I'm on right now, but that didn't happen. Anyway, it's fine. As long as we don't die and spend forever on it, I don't mind. I was a little bit ahead of the cycle. I should have waited a little bit with stunning. Ow. With stunning the Pixie. Ow! Don't kill me like that. It really hurts. If you have like no health when you go into this room, this is actual hell. Because these dudes will not give up. They will shoot at you if it's at the end of the world. So I'm gonna knock them over because I don't have a lot of health left. And I do want to keep my potion because the final boss is going to be very, very finicky, especially with this health that I have now. Who's to say that I'm not going to take more damage? I might have to go out of my way to get a chocolate frog if I can find one. Okay. I hear one somewhere, but can't really get it yet. So we're gonna, that strat that I didn't get earlier, where I wanted to hug like the side of the wall to not fall down, we're just gonna do it here instead. And you I don't even know how much of the time that saves, but it's a little bit faster than the alternative. Also, Indiana Jones coming up. Gonna be chased by this giant boulder. We can't really see the boulder, but there's a boulder behind us. We can clear all these gaps without a single jump. This one is a little bit finicky, but I think I got it. Nope, I didn't. But I got the safe book. I never get the safe book, but I got it this time, so that's good. I'm just gonna jump the gap. You don't have to jump it, but don't wanna like dwell on this for too long. So yeah, I forget if there's a chocolate frog left that I can get. If not, then the fight might be a little bit finicky. I could make a potion, because there's ingredients in the chamber, but do I really want to be that safe? I don't know. We might have to do it, because I don't have a lot of health. We'll see. There's some fire that'll hit us here. If I take damage, I might have to go make one. Ah, fuck it. I'll make it. I can't be bothered to do this snake fight for 10 minutes. There you go. Now we're definitely safe. So this is the final boss of the game, the Basilisk. We have the Sword of Godric Gryffindor with us, and with that we're gonna throw fire energy, magic, whatever, at the Basilisk, and then we'll take him out. Like that. This fight is actually really difficult to do optimally. And I'm more than likely not gonna do it optimally, but I'll try. Oh. Alright, those are some good hits there. This acid slash like purple goo or whatever that he throws at us. Ow. Basically bounces off the walls and ricochets all over the place, and you can get one-shotted by it. Like if you have full health and he like hits you with all of it, you will die if you're really unlucky. Hopefully I can get to finish him off here. He has to finish you off in this like little manhole clip thing. Oh no, rip. Well, okay, so I'm gonna have to do another phase now. That's a shame, because I got stunned by... Just got stunned by stuff. Like, he is basically dead. Like, I just need to hit him once in the right pit. So, that's the boss. Oh, I missed him. Interesting. Alright. There you go. That's the Basilisk. So, the timing will end once I reach the Great Hall, which is in like 10 seconds, so get ready.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll let you know. And time.
Very nice.
So yeah,
Please.
that was Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets on PC.
The headmaster wants to address
It was about 2 minutes slower than my PB according to the in-game time that I had going on. I don't know what the RTA time is, but it's okay. Not a terrible run.
Timer is sitting at 52:54.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all. 52 RTA is actually not bad at all. So yeah, there's nothing really to show off. Like, there's just this cutscene that we don't need to watch. So if you want me out of here fast, we can do that. But I think we're a little bit ahead of schedule.
In 4th place, Ravenclaw.
Thank you for not saying last
Might
place.
be.
In 3rd place, Hufflepuff.
Yes, we're about 10 minutes ahead.
I'm finishing in the middle to be quite adequate.
There's just this little cutscene you can watch if you want, just because we skip all the other ones. Slytherin wins the Griffin, or the house points, or the house cup even.
Naturally second best. You won't steal the house cup from Slytherin like you did last year.
So we have a few bid wars that you can bid on. We have some file names and
goes to
such.
We did it again!
The next one coming up will be the final name for 007 Nightfire. And the file name can be 14 characters long.
Alright, yeah, you should definitely... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, and we also have a file name bid war for Fallout, and that file name can be 11 characters long.
Yeah, you should definitely go ahead and donate towards some of the incentives. Anyway, I've been tHmCs, also known as Miguel, because tHmCs is awkward to say. This has been Harry Potter 2 PC, and thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.